Hello students, myself Popere KS, Assistant Professor Botany of Ray Shikshan Sanstha's RBNB College, Sri Rampur. In this lecture, we are going to study about DNA damage. So, what is DNA damage? Or what is DNA? DNA is a double helical structure, or it is the genetic material which is present in the nucleus. Now we have to study about the damage or DNA damage. Okay, so what is DNA damage? DNA damage means there is any alteration in the structure of the DNA. Okay, what will happen in DNA damage? There is alternation in the DNA structure, and what will causes, what are the consequences of it? There is alternation in the structure of the DNA, and so what will happen due to this? Due to this, it will lead to some cellular injury, or it will lead to cellular injury, or it will reduces the viability or the reproductive ability of the organism. Due to DNA damage, it causes cellular injury, it results in cellular injury, or it will reduce the viability or the reproductive ability of the organism. Now, what are the different factors which are causing the DNA damage to occur? So, there are many factors which are causing this DNA damage. So, firstly, there are many chemical factors, or we can say physical stimuli. Now, some chemicals then ultraviolet radiations or sunlight, and some other chemicals, or we can say some other environmental pollutants like the harmful gases. That is the harmful gases. So these are the various factors which may cause or which are responsible for the DNA damage. Now there are some internal factors which are causing the DNA damage. So these internal factors are the endonucleases. Endonucleases, it is a type of enzyme which will break, or this is also called as nicking enzyme. It will cut a DNA on a particular size, on a particular site. That is endonuclease. It is also called as nicking enzyme. So this is one factor that will be causing the DNA damage. Then the other factor is there is during the replication process, any involvement or the addition of a wrong nucleotide. So during replication, the addition of a wrong nucleotide to the DNA. Then addition, that is substitution or removal of the different nitrogenous bases So substitution or addition of the wrong nitrogenous bases which is present in a DNA, it is also causing DNA damage. And there are also some base substitution. Base substitution means what? Suppose there are 4 types of nitrogenous bases which is present in a DNA. So what is the base pairing? That is A, T and G will pair with C. So base substitution means what will happen? Instead, as in the first case, A is pairing with T, but instead of that, some other bases or the nitrogenous bases will get involved in this reaction. So these are the various factors which are causing DNA damage. Now we will see the different methods or the different mechanisms, the process by which DNA damage occur in this, means the damage occur to the DNA. So there are different types of by different method DNA damage occur. So first is monoadic DNA damage. Now what happens during this type of damage to the DNA? In this type of damage, what will occur, as DNA is made up of many different types of nucleotide, that is 4 different types of nitrogenous bases. So what will happen in the monoadic type of damage? There will be only removal or addition of, means a single nucleotide alternation will be there. So there will be alternation in a single nitrogenous base. Okay, so it's monoadic type of damage, in that only a single nucleotide base alternation will be there. Now under this there are different types by which the damage will take place, this monoadic. So first type is deamination. So the name itself is showing, means deamination means that is the removal of the amine group, that is NH2 group. So what will be happening in this deamination process? In this there will be removal of the nitrogen, that is NH2 group, and it is replaced by the hydroxyl group in presence of HNO3. So what is happening? That replacement so there is replacement of amine group by hydroxyl group in presence of HNO3. Okay, so this HNO3, it will bring chemical changes in the nitrogenous bases. Okay, so first suppose adenine, due to removal of the amine group and addition of the hydroxyl group in presence of HNO2, what will happen? It will get converted into hydroxanthine. Okay. Now next, that is cytosine. So cytosine in presence of HNO2, now it will get converted into uracil. And similarly the last one, that is guanine in presence of HNO3, it will now get converted into xanthine. So these are the result of deamination, that is removal of amine group by hydroxyl group in presence of HNO2. So this HNO3, it is causing the changes in the nitrogenous bases. So this is the first type of damage under the monoadic type of damage. Now next is tautomerism. So this is the second type of damage under monoadic damage. Okay, so what will be happening in this damage? When a molecule exists in more than one chemical form, it is called as tautomer, and this mechanism is known as tautomerism. Okay, so what is happening in this? There is more than one chemical form of a molecule, and why this tautomerism is taking place? When there is UV light, due the energy for this process tautomerism to occur is by UV. So UV rays or UV is providing the energy for the tautomers to occur. In normal case, what will happen? This A will pair with T and G will pair with C. But due to tautomerism, there will be the base pairing will be disturbed, or there will be different type of base pairing. Suppose what will happen due to in tautomers? So in tautomers, what will happen due to tautomerism? That is due to the influence of UV. This nitrogenous bases, they have energy, and what will happen? Now this A instead of T, it will pair with C. C instead of G, it will pair with A. Similarly, G will pair with T and T with C. Okay, so this is the result of tautomerism. Now next one after this is base analog. Okay, so what happens in base analog? In this, there is removal or there is the replacement of nitrogenous base by some other chemical. So some other chemical, they are acting as nitrogenous bases. One is, first one, this bromouracil, and one more is aminopurine. Okay, so these are the base analog. So this bromouracil, it is the base analog of thymine, and this aminopurine, this is the base analog of adenine. Now what will happen? These are the chemical which is the base analog of thymine, and aminopurine, it is a base analog of adenine. Now what will happen? It will mismatch, or the base pairing will be mismatched. Now it will form pairing with this bromouracil, it will form pairing with guanine, and this aminopurine, it will form pairing with cytosine or thymine. So this is the result of base analog. Now one more is there, that is the modification in the base structure. Modification of the base, modification in base structure. So what will be happening in this case? In this case, there will be some alkalizing agent there is some alkylating agent. So what will we do? They will change the property of the nitrogenous bases. So these are the base analog, or these are the bases which will cause changing, or this will causes changing in the nitrogenous bases. So these are the alkylating agent, that is nitrosoamine and that is nitrosoguanosine. Now one more is there, that is methylating agent, or what it will do, it will add methyl group, and it also result in changing the base property of the, that is changes the properties of nitrogenous bases. Suppose this CH3, this methyl group, if it added to, that is cytosine, it will result in 5-methyl cytosine. So the base property, the nitrogenous, the base property or the property of this nitrogenous base cytosine will be changed. Now next is, so these are all type of the monoadic type of DNA damage. Now next one is diadic type of DNA damage. This is the second type, that is diadic type of DNA damage. In this type of damage, as in the case of monoadic, what will be there? There is the means only one nitrogenous basis. There is alternation in only one nitrogenous basis. But in case of the diadic type of DNA damage, there will be removal or there will be alternation in more than one basis of the DNA, or the changes in more than one nitrogenous basis is diadic type of DNA damage. So suppose one that is pyrimidine there will be pyrimidine dimers will be formed because of UV light. Due to UV, there is formation of pyrimidine dimer, that is thymine dimer, or cytosine dimer will be formed. So suppose this is the DNA. These are the nitrogenous bases. In between there is formation of pyrimidine dimer, that is there is formation of, suppose here thymine dimer formation will be there, and it will result in changing the properties of a nitrogenous basis. After this, one more type is there. Next is that, so first was the monoadic type of damage, second was the diadic type of damage, and the third one is the oxidative damage. Oxidative damage, it is caused due to the various type of free radical which is present in the organism or in the cell of an organism, these different types of free radicals, they are formed due to various metabolic activities which were occurring in the cell of the living organism. So there are different types of radical which is formed in the body, and what they will do, they will result in formation of, they will damage the DNA, this free radicals. So free radical of oxygen, so the free radical of oxygen, it will result in 8-hydroxy guanosine. Hydroxy guanosine. So it will result in 8-hydroxy deoxyguanosine. This is because of the free radical of the oxygen, and due to this there will be lesions will be created in the DNA, or it may also result in the creating nick in the DNA or break in the DNA. It will cut at a particular site in the DNA, or DNA lesions may be created because of this 8-hydroxy deoxyguanosine, and it may also lead to some different types of cancer in the body of a living organism due to effect of this. So this was the third, that is oxidative damage. Now one more is there, that is so this hydrolytic damage, what it will involve, it will, in this type of damage, what will be there, there will be removal of one particular nucleotide. So one particular, or the nitrogenous base, complete removal of the nitrogenous base, or removal, or we can say deamination may occur, or complete nitrogenous base is removed. So at that site there is creation of a purinic or a pyrimidic site is created. A purinic or so it will create a AP site, or this is also known as AP site. So what will be happening in this, in hydrolytic damage, there is creation of a purinic or a pyrimidic site is created at a site in a DNA. This is a site where there is complete removal of a one particular nitrogenous base. So that site, suppose this is the DNA, so there will be creation of AP site in the DNA. This is the AP site, whereas at this site there is presence of different nitrogenous bases, but in between here there is creation of this AP site, because there is removal of the this nitrogenous bases, and it is due to the UV activity or UV radiations at exposure of the DNA to the UV light. So these are the different types of DNA damage which is occurring in a living organism. So we will revise it one by one. So first was the monoadic damage. In this type of damage there is removal of only one nitrogenous bases. Under that there are different processes, that is deamination, tautomerism, base analog, then removal of a particular base, or methylation will be there. Now in second type, that is monoadic type of damage, in that what will happen, there is removal of more than one type of nitrogenous bases will be occurring, and it result in creation of the dimers of the nitrogenous bases, that is pyrimidine dimer, that is CC dimer or TT dimer. Now next, in third type, that is it is due to the oxidative damage, in that there is free radical which is present in the living organism. This free radical, it will be causing some means it will causing DNA lesions or some side DNA, means DNA will be damaged due to this oxidative radical or the free radical. And the last one is hydrolytic damage. This is due to, in this type, there is creation of the AP site. AP site is the site where there is purine or pyrimidine dimer, means a vacant site will be created from where the nitrogenous bases is removed. So there is removal of purine or pyrimidine. Okay, thank you.